What's up, YouTube? Karat Juice Podcast here for another video, and this time it is a live stream. Today we are. What's up, YouTube? Karat Juice Podcast here for. Oh, it's pretty loud, so let me get that set. So we got the volume good. All right. So you guys saw that title. You saw the thumbnail. I'm gonna get my bearings here. And today we're going to be talking about a very important topic. We're actually going to be talking about how this guy right here went from nearly 0 subscribers to 1,000 and monetized in under 3 months. That's what we're talking about here. I going to just give you a little bit of background on me. I started my podcast, and this is for people that's going to watch this on a replay as well. I started my podcast in February 2021. And I started a podcast initially because people have always told me that I've had a good voice. I've always enjoyed podcasts. I've always enjoyed hearing people's stories and kind of hearing about what's going on in the world through the audio form. So that's how I got started in content creation. My podcast, I release it every Tuesday, Karat Juice Podcast. It's available anywhere you listen to podcasts. But to make a long story, not the longest, I'm not going to have a huge monologue here. I want to get to you guys' questions eventually. And what happened was, I wasn't getting that much traction with the podcast, but I know I am a fan of YouTube. I enjoy YouTube. I enjoy watching like tech reviewers like MKBHD. I enjoy watching creators like Shelby Church and Graham Stephan. So during the pandemic, I watched a lot of YouTube. I just binged it. And then one day I thought to myself and I said, you know what? I want to give this YouTube thing a shot. I've been inspired by a lot of other YouTubers here as well, like in this space. But during the pandemic, I thought about, am I doing what I really want to do? So that's how I kind of got started with YouTube. Fast forward to around end of August, beginning of September, I actually committed to YouTube and I took it seriously. And from September 1st to December 7th, I posted at least 120 videos in that time. Almost every day I put out a new video, and doing that work and actually grinding and like flexing that creative, what's the best way to put this? Getting those reps in, getting those creative reps in is part of the key to success. And I have 4 reasons that I'm going to go into as to what you need to do if you want to eventually monetize and grow on YouTube. I'm going to get through those 4 steps. And then if you guys have any questions or anything like that, after I go through these 4 steps, go ahead. I'm also going to drop a link if anybody wants to come up and has any questions for me. I don't think there's anybody in here right now, but that's okay. I'll play this on the replay. So that's one thing too that I wanted to tell people. Live streams aren't just about interacting with other people. It's also very important during these live streams and things like that to kind of have a purpose, have a plan for them, and then you can repurpose them and use them in the future as their own standalone content after you edit it and what have you. So make a long story short, if I help one person today, that's good. People are going to get the information regardless. So the first thing that I wanted to tell people was this and this alone. What you need to do is you need to just get started. The main thing that a lot of people don't do, and I felt this myself as well, is it is very hard and it is weird when you first start and you press record, you got the camera in front of you. The problem with me, and one of the main things that hurt me, and that was an issue for me, was I was not looking at the lens. What you need to do when you're creating content, you got to get comfortable on the camera. You need to look into the lens. What I was doing the whole time, and I didn't realize until like my fourth or fifth video, was I was kind of looking off to the side because I was looking at the monitor on the camera. So all of my videos were, I was just kind of talking and I was kind of just looking into this dead space. You got to be mindful of that. Look directly into the lens when you're speaking, and because it helps you to have that connection with the viewer. It helps you with your camera confidence overall. You just look better on screen. Make sure that you look directly into the lens, and you just need to do this. You just need to get started. Stop waiting. I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you right off rip for anybody, your first 20 videos are going to suck. They suck for everybody. You're not going to like them, but you're not supposed to be great. If you were great from the rip, everybody would be great at YouTube, and it wouldn't be so hard to eventually get monetized. So don't beat yourself up about it. Literally just press record, even if it's just your camera that you have. Just get started. That is the key. That's what you need to do. That's my first step for you. Just get started and post, okay? Get over your fear. Just press record. Shout out to Think Media and Sean Cannell. That's what he always says. Just press record. Trust me, okay? The second thing that I wanted to talk about, and I think that's very important, is you need to have consistency. And when I mean consistency, you need to have a set schedule that you need to stick with. And if anybody's coming in right now, I appreciate you. Drop a like on your way in. And if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. I don't even need you to super chat for them, honestly. Drop them in the chat. Any questions that you have, I'm going to try to answer them while I'm here. I'm going to be doing this live stream probably for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, based on how many people come. But if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat on your YouTube. If you have a YouTube channel and you're trying to get monetized, you're trying to grow on YouTube, I just got monetized this week. I'm here to help you out. So just go ahead and drop some questions. I already went over, if you're just coming in, I went over the first step. The first step to growing on YouTube out of the 4 is just get started. So many people are scared of what other people are going to think. They don't feel comfortable in front of the camera. They don't feel comfortable within themselves to get started. At the end of the day, we're all just trying to figure this thing out. I'm not perfect. I had a little bit of weirdness when I first started, and I've gotten more comfortable over time after producing videos. That's the key to this whole thing. So the number one thing you need to do is just press record. Promise me that you'll do that after you watch this video. You'll make a video tomorrow. The first step is just press record. You got to make at least 20 horrible videos. They're going to be bad. Mine were bad. They're still up. And you can go back and look at some of my first videos. They're not good, but that's just part of the process, okay? The second step is you need to be consistent. You need to have consistency. So that means you need to have a set schedule. I told myself that every Tuesday I was going to drop the podcast, and I stuck with that from day one. Every Tuesday I dropped the podcast. But later on, I realized I needed to get more active and I needed to have more content. I would advise anybody that's getting started with YouTube right now that you need to post at least 3 times a week if you can. 3 times a week. You need to be more active because the YouTube algorithm is going to reward people who are more active because it likes new content. And every time you post a video as a new creator or a smaller channel, YouTube is trying to figure out your audience. And if you give them more content to look at, they're going to have more to be able to gauge. Okay. So that's a key as well. All right. So we got just get started as the first one. Second is consistency. Set a schedule, stick with it. Don't do it for anybody else. Do it for you and make sure you hold yourself to that. Okay. And then the third thing is, this is the most important. As far as I'm concerned, this is the most important. What you need to do is you need to learn and apply, repeat. Learn and apply, repeat. Never stop learning, never stop applying what you learn, okay? There are great resources here on YouTube, okay? There are creators in the space that are YouTubers helping other YouTubers, and that's some of the most valuable content. I'm going to shout some people out right now. If you have a pad, Make sure that you figure that out and grab that. YouTubers that really help me out are Think Media. Shout out to them. vidIQ, Catherine Manning, Nick Nimmin, and Roberto Blake. Those are all YouTubers who help out other YouTubers. So they create content that's all about YouTube growth, how to grow on YouTube, how to get your first 1,000 subscribers. They have free content. Make sure that you check those creators out because they are amazing. I've taken stuff from all of them, learned it, and then applied the knowledge. And when I talk about apply the knowledge, what a lot of people do is they'll learn something, and then instead of learning it, they don't do anything with it. So what you don't want to do is just take in all of this information all the time and never apply it, because then you can get something that's called analysis paralysis. Okay, where you're constantly getting information, you're constantly getting new knowledge and figuring out this and the best way to do this, and you don't apply the information. So like without putting it to action, it really doesn't benefit you at all. I'd rather have you learn one thing, go apply it, and then learn a second thing, than learn 10 things but never apply anything because you're trying to constantly learn. Learning is the first step to growth, and then the second step is application. So make sure that you're constantly learning and applying. The application portion is key. Anytime I would learn something from one of these YouTubers or a video or something that I would look at, I would apply the information. Okay. Also, don't be afraid to get channel reviews. Okay. Channel reviews are very helpful because it allows you to see things and get a channel review from a reviewer and a YouTuber who is more experienced than you, more successful than you, has more subscribers than you, because they can see things that you don't see. One thing that I really like that I got that really helped me a lot was shout out to Poor Man's Podcast. He gave me a review a few months back and I applied what he said. He gave me some tips on how to write titles, how to make my thumbnails better, because a lot of people have really bad thumbnails and they don't know what makes a really good thumbnail. Okay. And I got that channel review from him and I applied the information and the value that he gave me. And then after that, I seen some growth. Okay. So it's all about learning and application. Okay. All right. And then the fourth step that we want to talk about here is don't compare yourself to other channels who are doing better than you right now. I think a lot of people look at other people's growth and what other people have going on, and they get discouraged and they don't create their own content. I am all about making sure that I'm trying to be the best version of myself. Either way you slice it, I told myself I was going to do this live stream. There's not many people in here yet, but this live stream is going to be repurposed and it's going to be used as a replay, and I'm going to chop it because this is something to help other people. People always want to know how you grew on YouTube, what was your strategies, what you did, and I just hope that this is helping somebody, okay? So, I want to say this as well. Everybody, literally everybody starts with 0 subscribers, okay? We all were there in that position at one point. The key, as far as I see it, is you just got to get more active. You got to be active and you got to make sure that you are intentional and committed to creating content, because a lot of people that I'll see, they want to grow on YouTube or what have you, but what they're doing is they are posting a video once every 3 weeks, once a month, maybe. It's going to be hard to grow on YouTube with that rate because YouTube just can't figure out what your content is. And then if you have somebody that enjoys your content, they want more of it. By the time you put out another video, you can get lost. Okay. So I want to give you an action step, something that you should think about doing. And that helped me was get more active, at least 3 videos a week. I was posting daily. I was committed to it. I was literally doing every day, if not 5 days a week, at least. Okay. And one thing that a lot of people are doing, they're doing longer videos usually. I would say shorten your videos up. Okay. 10 minutes or less, just starting out. Have one focus on the videos that you're doing and focus on editing and trying to keep your video 10 minutes, around 10 minutes or less. Okay. Because the average view duration, literally how much time somebody spends watching your video, is very important. And seeing a video that's 25 to 30 minutes long is a big investment for somebody who has never seen your content before. It's a lower barrier of entry if they see a video that's 8 minutes or 10 minutes. So I would say if you have longer form content, you could still do the long form content, but clip it as well in the smaller segments and put that out. So then that are like highlights of the long form content. That's a way to get people to see you. Maybe they're not interested in everything you talked about in that video, but at least they might be interested in a portion of that. And that's how you could drive some growth and some traffic to your channel. So what else did I want to say here? All right. And another thing that I want to say is YouTube is hard, man. YouTube is hard work. It's not easy. It's not something that's just going to come to you overnight. What you're going to need to do to grow on YouTube is going to take a lot of dedication and work, but you can do it if you continue to be active. We're going through again. Get started. First of all, just press record. Be consistent. Get a consistent schedule. At least 3 times a week, you should be posting on YouTube. At least 3 times a week, okay? And also constantly learning and applying what you learned. Constantly learning and applying what you learned, okay? And then the fourth thing that I didn't want to gloss over was don't compare yourself to other channels, okay, who are doing better than you right now, because everybody starts from somewhere. I literally had on September 1st, like 30 subscribers. Now I have 1,100 subscribers, literally in 3 months, because I just got active. I got committed. And I literally just was like, I am doing this. I am going to post every day. And it's simple as that. You can do it. All right. You have the ability to do it. I'm telling you, it's easy once you get the mindset to do it. And literally, if you have any questions right now, if you're just joining the live stream, go ahead and just ask me any question you have about growing on YouTube in the comment section, and I'll try to answer your questions here. I really appreciate you guys. Go ahead and drop a like if you're in here as well. This has been a great journey for me here on YouTube. I really enjoy the community, and I'm constantly learning, but I'm also applying. A lot of people, they'll learn something, but they won't apply it. And that's the thing that's keeping a lot of people back, because they're busy comparing themselves to other people and not applying the information that they learn. So I'm trying to give you some value right now, because Poor Man's Podcast, he gave me some value when he did the channel review for me. So I'm just trying to give back to the YouTube community. If anybody has some questions, if I can help one person today, I'm here for you. Go ahead and drop a comment if you have any questions. And then I'll try to answer them for you. Let's see what we got here. How's everybody doing today here on this Friday? All right, let me check. Chat. I also dropped the link too. I'll drop the link if anybody wants to come up and ask their question. Post that. So that's the StreamYard link right there. All right, I just dropped the link. If anybody wants to come up, feel free to come up. If you have any questions, don't be shy. Any questions at all. It could be open too, if it's not just about growing on YouTube. If anybody has any questions, you can shout your channel out too, if you want to. It's Friday. All right. Any questions, anybody? Any questions? My name's Monte here on the Karat Juice Podcast, just trying to add some value to somebody. I got monetized in 3 months on YouTube. I notified people that I'm going live. If anybody has any questions about how to grow on YouTube or any questions at all at this point, go ahead and, hit the StreamYard link, talk to me. You can talk to me about anything and we'll just go from there. All right. I said I'm going to be streaming on here for about an hour or so. I guess I'll play some tunes while we wait. Let me know if you guys hear this. I'm still trying to figure this out, guys. This is my first time doing a live stream here. But the link is... I'm still trying to figure this out, guys. This is my first time doing... All right, cool. Man, I feel like my mic is a little hot. Turn it down a little bit. All right, how about that? Any better? Yo. Cool. That's good. All right, the link is dropped. Let's see here. Oh. Hold on, let me pin this. Bear with me, guys. Build it while you fly it, right? Isn't that what they say? If anybody wants to come up, come on up and talk to me. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. I got monetized on YouTube in 3 months. I have any information for anybody that wants to get monetized on YouTube. All right. Oh, let me unpin this. Build it while you fly, baby. There we go. All right. StreamYard link is live. I hope you guys are doing well this Friday. I'm playing some tunes. Hopefully you guys can hear that. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Anybody wants to come on up and talk to me. Doing great, Linda Lewis. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody that watches the channel. I've enjoyed my time thus far. Linda Lewis, are you a YouTuber? Do you have a YouTube channel? I'll play some music in the background a little bit. As long as it's not too loud. Not a YouTuber? Okay, that's fine. That's great. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying the content. I'll keep it coming. Lately, I've been putting out videos almost every day, and it's been a great thing. I just started taking YouTube seriously about 3 months ago, and it's been a really great journey. I've met some good people, and I'm really enjoying the community here on YouTube. So yeah, strong blessings to you. Positive vibes. Does that music sound too loud? Could you let me know, Linda? Or does it sound okay? Questions, drop them in the chat. Cool. Thank you. right, that sounds great. Cool. All right. Anybody got questions of any YouTubers, any small YouTubers, any, or just open questions in general? I dropped the StreamYard link. Anybody could come up. Also, if you are a YouTuber and you want to shout out your channel and talk about what you got going on with your channel, that's fine too. So anybody that wants to come up has any questions for me, if you have any questions about how I got monetized in 3 months here on YouTube, go ahead and shoot them. You can drop them in the chat, or you can come up and talk to me here on StreamYard. I'll let you shout out your channel. I'll try to give you any advice I can in regards to what I did to get monetized in 3 months here on YouTube. Guys, it's crazy, man. YouTube is a great place. Literally 3 months ago, I had 30 subscribers on YouTube, and now I have over 1,100, and I've learned a lot of good information and I applied it. So any questions that you have, go ahead. I'm an open book for you right now. I'm trying to add value to anybody, just like I got value added back to me. Poor Man's Podcast helped me out immensely by just reviewing my channel a couple of months ago, and I applied that information, and I talked to other people as well, but I'm just trying to help somebody and, you know, give back here on this Friday. So I appreciate anybody that's watching right now. Hit the StreamYard link if you want to talk on StreamYard, or you could drop your questions in the comment box. Like I said, I'm going to stream for about an hour, rock out, vibe, positive vibes for you guys. Okay, Megan. So I would say my biggest obstacle, and Megan asks, what would you say your biggest obstacle was when you first created your channel? Was it content topics, learning how to put the content out, etc.? Okay, good question. What I would say is my biggest obstacle when it first came to creating content was literally just pressing record, the first step that I talked about here in this YouTube video. Press and record, just getting started, because it's an awkward thing to get started and to press the record button, because without you even knowing, you'll just be there. You'll just be like, It's just awkward. It's awkward to talk to yourself in a room by yourself until you realize that there's somebody else on the other side of the screen. Until I realized that, that's when it like clicked for me. And then outside of that, everything that you do, like I had to learn everything once I started stuff. Like I had to learn cameras. I had to learn about exposure and lighting. That's why I got this lighting behind me and what have you. I also had to learn about audio and how to get like a good mic like I got here, and how to get process audio. So it's just a process, and I'm constantly learning. But when you're first starting out, you don't need to know all of that. You just need to press record, because like I said before, your first 20 videos are going to suck. Just press record. Trust me. All right. Trust me. Press record. And if you have any questions for me about anything else, feel free. I'm an open book. I appreciate you. Thanks for your question, Megan. All right. Anybody else got any other questions? Also, hit the StreamYard link if you want to just come up and talk to me. Let me see. I got a little banner here for you, though. If you do decide to hit the StreamYard link, it's a little disclaimer right there. If you agree to join the show, this will be replayed, so you waive your right to privacy. Disclaimer. But yeah, I want to talk to you guys. If you have questions, go ahead and ask them. Hi, Snuggles. What's happening this Friday? Anybody got questions about growing on YouTube, or just questions in general at this point? Like I said, I think I'm going to stream for like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Hi, Snuggles. How are you? Got any questions? Do you have a YouTube channel, Snuggles? Snuggles, in regards to like for work, is what you mean? Gotcha. Um, I like to play basketball. I played basketball in college. I also like to eat food. I'm a foodie, so I love to like cook tacos, um, make steaks, go out to eat, stuff like that. So, and for work, I've said it before on the channel. I currently work as a probation agent, so I supervise about 150 people on probation. I do investigations. I specialize in domestic violence cases, and I've been doing that for about 5 years. I really enjoy that. Um, and what motivates me in life? What are the things that motivate you in life? I would say constantly learning. I'm always learning. I love to like watch documentaries. I'm like weird. I like to do things like that. Also, I love to accomplish things. So YouTube is hard. So it's something that like intrigues me because it's not something that everybody can do. You can do it, but you have to really apply yourself and constantly try to get better at it. And then you said, why YouTube and not other platforms? Because YouTube is the biggest search engine in the world because it's tied to Google and it has the biggest growth opportunity. So YouTube is like one of the only places where if you put the work in, you apply yourself, you could go from zero subscribers to 100,000 in a year. It's not a lot of other places that you can do that. And it's all based on just like you being yourself in front of the camera, really. So it's just a really good opportunity. And I love it because it has a good community here on YouTube. Snuggles got the questions. All right, Snuggles. You said, what's the difference between a probation agent and a probation officer? So it's pretty much the same thing, but a probation agent usually is going to deal with federal cases, like federal crimes, and a probation officer is going to deal with misdemeanors. So my official position title would be considered probation officer. I deal with misdemeanor cases, adults. Let's see. Do you think of making your own app for your channel? Own app for channel? No, I've never thought of that. That seems like a lot of work. I think I'm good with just doing my channel, putting out my videos. Do you have a YouTube channel, Snuggles? Anybody else that's in here watching as well, feel free to hit the StreamYard link if you want to come up and talk to me and ask a question. Otherwise, you could just drop it in the chat and I can answer any question that you might have in regards to growing on YouTube. Like I've said before, I'll say it again. September 1st, I had about 30 subscribers on YouTube. And as of today, I'm at 1,100. So I got monetized on YouTube Monday. So I kind of know what I'm talking about in regards to that. Tell me what you think about what you see on the channel. Okay. All right. By the way, oh, thank you. Appreciate it, Snuggles. Let's see here. All right. Hold on. Give me 1 second while I pull up your channel. YouTube. All right. I don't got two monitors, so I'm just going to have to do it like this off the side. But 1 second. I'm looking you up, Snuggles. Let's see here. And yes, I got I haven't got paid yet. What I'm going to do, guys, I am going to do a video on how much I get, like what my first YouTube's paycheck is going to be like, and that information and all that as well at some point too. And I'll go into the analytics and everything. But I can tell you, I had 30 subscribers back on let's see, September 1st, and now I'm at 1,100. Oh, thanks, Snuggles. My first super chat. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. I deserve to get applause. Oh, really? Is that what people say to do? Okay. So, and I'm pulling up your YouTube right now. Let me see if it's a way I can actually share your YouTube on the screen. Share screen. Share a window. Here we go. Hold on, give me a second. I'm trying to figure this out. I haven't done this thing here. Okay. So we got your YouTube pulled up here. All right. Okay. Just trying to see. So right off of the rip, when I'm looking at this, I'm looking at your YouTube. I don't really see a theme. So it just seems like you're doing random videos, which is fine, but it's going to be difficult for YouTube to target and find an audience for you just off rip. So Snuggles, are you kind of doing this just for fun? Like you do your YouTube channel just for fun, like as a hobby? Because I would tell you like a big area for growth for you would be starting to there is no team. It is random like a woman's emotion. Okay, I got you. So I would say an area where you could really grow is if you started putting thumbnails. There's a website called PicMonkey that's free to use. And what you can do is you could take pictures, you could put backgrounds, you could put text and overlays over all of your pictures and things like that. And it could just make your thumbnails pop. And that is a key to getting people to click, because no matter what your content is, I haven't seen your content yet, but that's the big key. Titles and thumbnails is huge, guys. And then after that, it's getting people to actually watch. So, but if you're doing it for fun, I mean, it's all good. It definitely is unique. It's like a hype channel almost. That's what it reminds me of. Well, trying to figure this out. All right, cool. We got that. Yeah, PicMonkey is really great. That's what I use for making my thumbnails, and that was a big thing that helped me start getting way more views. Was when I started using PicMonkey. Guys, go to PicMonkey and start using that to make your thumbnails. Trust me, you will not regret that. And then, hey, shout out to you. What's up, Self-Made Rish? You got any questions in regards to YouTube growth, anything like that? Now it depends on how the person feels. Okay, Snuggle says it seems that reaction videos get people in trouble on YouTube now. It depends on how the person feels about what you said about them. Yeah, there's a big thing going on about that right now with Fresh and Fit and the lead attorney and a lot of these different content creators that were doing reaction videos. That's been litigated in the past. Usually when you're doing a reaction, long as you put fair use and you actually transform the content, you're fine. So for me, if I do a reaction video, I'm going to start the video giving 2 or 3 minutes of me saying, like, introducing myself, also talking about what we're going to be talking about today. Then I'll go into the video. I'll play 2 or 3 minutes of it, stop, give my perspective on it, go back to the video, stop after 2 or 3 minutes, give my perspective on it. What they don't want people to do is just take the video, put it on their channel, don't say anything on it at all, or they just put it up and they just say, oh, that's dope, and just let it play for 30 minutes. And then they're just pretty much siphoning off the views from the actual creator. So they're trying to stop that right now. Oh yeah, big time. Self-Made Rish, do you have a YouTube channel? That is a really good tool to use. If you have any questions about it, or if you want to talk about it, I'm here. I'm going to be here for the next like hour, at least another 45 minutes. But what I would say is PicMonkey, guys. Use PicMonkey. That like helped my channel grow immensely, because before I'm not gonna lie, my thumbnails were kind of bad before that. But what I did was I would take a high quality picture. You want to take let me share my channel actually. I'll show you guys what I started doing with the thumbnails, which really helped me to grow more, because I think this is very important. Thumbnails are like one of the most important things here on YouTube, guys. It's not even close, guys and gals. All right, so let's see here. Let me share my screen again. And I'm a noob with this streaming thing, so I'm going to start trying to do it a little bit more, but bear with me. Okay, we're going to do just a window. Okay, here we go. Seems like that should be bigger. Can I do it like this? Oh, here we go. How about this? Does that look better? That looks better. All right. So if you guys see here, if you look, we'll go to videos. And before, I'll show you what my thumbnails look like before. So before I knew any better, my thumbnails look like this. So if you see this thumbnail here, it's kind of dark. It doesn't really pop out, you know. The font is okay, but it doesn't really pop, okay? So, and then I was posting these, and these are like audio. These are just the audio from my podcast, but it's dark. Doesn't really look that appealing to click on. And then another thing that a lot of people do, like if you look at this thumbnail here, it's about a fishing documentary. But the problem with this here is there's too much text here. You should try to keep the text in your thumbnail under 3 or 4 words. Okay. It says, has the fishing industry gone too far? That's too long. You should have just put gone too far, or fishing industry bad. You want to keep it under 3 words to keep it concise and clear, because you don't want to let somebody know everything that's happened, everything that's going to happen on the video. You want it to be some mystery, if that makes any sense. Okay, so now fast forward to my thumbnails now for the past couple of months. Do you guys see any difference in my thumbnails? Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm taking the picture, all right, I removed the background, and then I put a bright color background that's a theme behind the pictures to make them pop. And then I contrast that with, like I said, 3 words maximum is what I try to do. He's a coward. Okay. If you go over here to the other one, they got him. All right. Keep going. She quit. Do you see how those pop different? The contrast between the thumbnails, that's the key. And then I'm starting to have a more consistent theme, because now I want people to see, when they see that banana color and red, those colors contrast and pop. People like that. Also, I want people, when they see that yellow and red, they know that it's my videos. So that's like a big key. Thumbnails are huge. Okay. So it's Bossy Wall Street. All right. Go ahead and drop the link to your channel in the comment section. Drop the link to your channel in the comment section. Okay. Shout out to you. All right. Anybody else have any questions about anything pertaining to? So I hope that was helpful in regards to the thumbnails. It's very important to have. And also another thing you guys need to look at when it comes to what you need to be doing on your YouTube channel with the thumbnails, make sure that your font is a font that's big and blocky and not this skinny, pretty lettering. I know it seems good to have that skinny, pretty lettering, but it's hard for somebody to look at and click on. So what you want to do is you want to have bold lettering. You want to have contrasting colors, and you want to have it where it pops. Even if it doesn't look the prettiest, you want it to pop. All right. So that's like one of the most important things. She says, you sound like you should be a programmer. I don't know. Is it because of the way I speak? Did you study artistry? I did not. Do I sound like an artiste? Anybody that has any questions about YouTube or anything at this point, go ahead and ask your questions. All right. I'm here to try to add value to you guys. If you want to come up, you can hit the StreamYard link. I think it's pinned to the top of the chat. You can come up and have a conversation with me up here about anything. You can shout out your YouTube channel. I'm here to serve you guys, my community, my YouTube community. So yeah, I'm here to help you, man. People have helped me in this YouTube community. So I'm just trying to give back to people. You know, we are going to question you about YouTube. We are not, we are just going to dig into your background. I see your detractors. Can't wait to see your detractors. I don't think I have that many detractors, Snuggles. I like to see rich people in the making. Well, thank you, Snuggles. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you. And actually, Snuggles, shout out to you. You were my first super chat ever because you were the first super chat since I've been monetized. So shout outs to you. All right. If you ever have any questions about anything pertaining to YouTube or anything, or if you're trying to get that random vibe you got going over there and increase the quality, I'm your guy for sure. But yeah, I'm here to serve you guys. Literally, like, I got over 1,000 subscribers in 3 months, guys. So I have information. If anybody has any questions, anything, like, all I do is study this YouTube stuff. I'm telling you, I'm kind of like maniacal with it. But so I can't think of everything right off the bat. But if you have any questions about anything, I can help you right now. And I'm doing it for free. Literally, just ask me. You can hit the StreamYard link, ask me your questions, or you could just ask me anything at this point. Let me get my MTR on and put my hood on, I'll play some music for a little bit. But anybody want to come up, has any questions, come on up. Yeah, look at TLA. Yeah, well, TLA, yeah, but I like TLA, but he covers some risque topics sometimes. I don't think I've done that much. I've been pretty diplomatic, and I've been doing that on purpose. Listen, guys, this is what I'm going to say. I recently just got monetized. A lot of the videos, when it's like a risque topic and it's talking about violence or it's talking about things that are very taboo, a lot of those videos get demonetized or limited revenue. So what you want to do is you want to be very careful about the topics you cover. If you're going to cover all like violence and things like that, you might not get paid from that. Listen, I'm trying to give you guys game. Be diplomatic. Okay. If you notice when I do something, like I do like stuff, I talk about IG models and I talk about dating and stuff like that. But if you notice, if you watch my videos, I always, instead of saying the word SE, I'll say relations. Okay, I'm being diplomatic about it because I do not want to get demonetized on any of my videos. Okay, so you need to be careful about the like videos you choose. It might a video that you choose could get you more views with a more taboo topic. But if you're trying to make money off this and make it a career, you might not want to choose that topic because it might not get monetized at all. So you got to think about things like that. All right, let's see. All right, Megan has a question. Do you plan on making any food review videos, especially when you travel? I want to know where I can snag the best tacos. Well, I can help you there because I am a food connoisseur. I love tacos. The best tacos that you can ever get are authentic tacos, carne asada with some corn tortillas, a little guacamole, some cilantro and onions. Yeah, I might do some food vlogging type videos because I'm a foodie. I love to cook, guys. Would you guys want food videos from me? I could do that. I could do some food vlogging stuff. You know what I'm saying? A little salsa in between, I'll have to upload the link after the live. Okay, so let me look up it's Bosie Wall Street. Let me look you up. add some value to you. Like, because literally, I got on something like this with Poor Man's Podcast about 2.5 months ago, and he gave me a review of my YouTube channel, and I applied the information that he said, and it helped me so much. Okay. And it looks like you have a pink avatar. Is that you? Isn't it said or did I get that wrong? That's the traditional thing, Snuggles, but I like to eat, so I'm gonna cook for myself at times too. You know what I mean? And I'll cook for my lady as well. Not all the time, but I don't mind cooking. All right, let's see. All right, I got you up here, bossy. So let's check out your channel, and I can give you. Ooh. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, so we got your channel here. Avatar page. Investing in the stock market. Hey, you actually got pretty good thumbnails here. Contrast. Okay. And all right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, one thing about the investment, and you can get high CPM in this type of content if you end up getting monetized on it, because the finance channels like do the best almost. All right. So constructive criticism right off the rip. What I would say is, what you want to do, you want to, this channel banner that you have right off rip, it's not telling me enough. You might be better off just, and you can do this on PicMonkey. You can go to the formatter and you can put in there that you want to do a YouTube banner. And what you want to do is you want to put something like finance. I don't know exactly what you're doing on this channel, but is it like stock info? You want to put something that just at a glance in like a couple of words says what you're doing, you know, best place for stock updates or something. Like, you want to be able to just at a glance give us that information. Okay. And you could do that on PicMonkey. Also, when it comes to your thumbnails, this one's here, like with the support and resistance, that's fine. I like that because of the contrast. But like this one here, like the CBay review, it's too dark, just showing the graph. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to maybe if you're going to put a graph like that, what you're going to want to put is you're going to want to put some text here that's just stating, like, just giving me some more information. Like, I like the how to pick options, but like maybe here with the CBay review, you could have put something like, what is it? ? And some bold lettering. Like, you want to just kind of make that contrast pop. Okay. And then M. Ecklebar, dog breed reviews, huh? Dog breed reviews. All right. So hopefully I'm adding some value to you, Bossy Wall Street. But that's what I would say. Work on your thumbnails. Work on the contrast with your thumbnails. Also, a channel banner would be great because it gives you the first impression of what you see when somebody looks at your channel, investing, stock information and stuff. Yeah. So that's literally what you could put. Your headline right here. You could put investing information on the stock market. Boom. That's it. Investing information on the market. Boom. That could be your headliner right there. All right. So hopefully that adds some information, but check out PicMonkey, and then you can go to Formatter. You could go to YouTube banner right there. And that's some good information to be able to get started. And if you have any other questions, feel free as well. But what I want you to do is you need to get more active on YouTube. Well, I know like you had a big gap there of like 1 year, but you want to get more active. Like what I did in these past 3 months to get monetized, I put out from September 1st to December 7th when I got monetized, I put out 120 videos. I almost did a new video every day. I know everybody can't do that, But even if the video, I had some videos that got 15 views during that time. I got another video that got 40,000. But every day I was putting out a video. It didn't matter what the results of the video was. I was going to put one out regardless. And I try to keep the video between 12 minutes and 8 minutes. So that's what I was trying to do during that time, just to get more of them out. So if anybody else is in here has any questions about growing on YouTube or any questions at all, feel free to ask your questions or hit the StreamYard link. It's in the chat. And you can come up, ask your questions, what have you. I appreciate you guys. Play a little bit of music. You guys can let me know if the music's too loud. Do you pay attention to other YouTubers that just go live and say nothing and expect the comment to do all the talking? I can't say that I pay attention to YouTubers like that because I guess I only watch the YouTubers who actually add value and talk to their audience. I wouldn't stay in that chat. Are you talking about like the music channels, or are you talking about somebody that literally comes and then they just kind of let the comment section talk the whole time? I would just end the live at that point. I wouldn't, even on other people's panels and what have you. If I come up, I cam up, and in any one, even if I'm on one with all avatars, I feel like if I'm going to be saying something and it's going to be my word behind it, I want people to see my face. I want people to see my eyes. I want people to connect with me. That's just kind of how I rock. So I wouldn't have a YouTube channel that just does that. I want you to pay attention to smaller YouTubers, but so are you talking about like faceless channels as well? Oh, great. Yeah, hopefully that you can apply it, Self-Made Rich. And if you have any questions at any time, I'm here. I can help you out. I mean, I have the information. Do you ever think about going YouTube surfing? You mean just like surfing and just checking out other stuff? Sometimes I'll just hit up live and see what other people are doing, but a lot of the live content that's just randomly on, it's a lot of people doing those lo-fi music channels where they're just playing lo-fi music. As you trying to help people be better YouTubers, I figure you should go and seek people who don't realize what they are doing wrong and show them. Yeah, that's true. But like all I could do at this point, like I put a notification out. Hopefully like some of my subscribers are going to come to this. Like literally, I'm not asking for anything. If somebody has any questions right now, I'll answer it. If you want to come up and hit the StreamYard link and talk to me, cool. You want to shout out your channel? Cool. I mean, I'm just trying to give back because a YouTuber who was way bigger than me, he had over 100,000 subscribers at the time, helped me out. Poor Man's Podcast, shout out to him. And I applied the information and now I'm monetized, after 3 months. So I just wanted to give some of the information back. Okay. The point I'm trying to tell you is you have to go to other genres. I want you to subscribe to YouTubers in different countries and you'll realize you get different set of eyes. Okay, yeah, I definitely will consider looking into that for sure. I appreciate that, Snuggles. Mostly American market. There are thousands all over the world that need your help. Yeah, that's true. That definitely is true. And what YouTube does though, it usually pushes us, like, because I'm in America, YouTube usually pushes you to other, Americans usually, because of language barriers and what have you. Biggest market in YouTube is the African market and the Caribbean. No one pays attention to them. Interesting. I've got on a live stream with Lapeef, and it seems like they have some people that are from Africa and stuff that get on their live streams and stuff. I'm gonna join more live streams that are through the Anton and the Lapeef network. I like what they got going on in there. So if they have any more live shows, I'm gonna join their shows because I appreciate what they're doing and the conversations. One thing I don't like to do and that I don't want to do on this platform, I don't want to just have like debate for the sake of debate where people are just arguing to argue. I always try to come to a better level of understanding. So if somebody doesn't agree with what I say, that's fine. But I just don't want to like have contention with somebody for no reason. Like, my life is good. I got good things going on. I don't like when the whole conversation is just about arguing. I want to be able to be of value to somebody and to help you guys out. Like, I'm trying to just help people out right now. So literally, if you're watching this right now, anybody, if you have any questions about anything, YouTube related or just life related right now, I'm trying to add value, pour into you right now. And you can drop the StreamYard. You can join the StreamYard link, which is pinned to the chat, or you could drop your question in the comment section. It doesn't matter. I said, hey, I'd like to hear the conversation you will have on their platform. It will be interesting to hear your point of view when it comes to the opposite sex. Okay. You will always have contention with somebody. It's only natural. Yeah, I definitely understand conflict. I don't work in the prison. I work in the court system. So I don't go into the prisons. I supervise people on the court level, but I get what you mean. Yeah, like I know how to deal with conflict. I know a lot of the times when I talk to people, I talk to them and they're having their like worst day. So I have a different perspective than a lot of people. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to joining more of their live streams for sure. Oh, I appreciate it, Snuggles. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Being in the system, do you take self-defense classes? Is it something that is mandated? No, because I'm not an officer. I'm a probation officer, but I'm not an officer. So I don't like go out into the world and like arrest people or anything like that. I deal with somebody after they've been sentenced by a judge, and then they have to abide by a court order. And then I like work with them after that. I case manage them and make sure that they abide by the order. I refer them to treatment. I refer them to counseling, things like that. Like, I monitor them when they're not in prison, when they're not in jail. So it's kind of like a different thing. Like, and then like if somebody wants to get physical or anything like that, like I have like a panic button or something like that. But I don't really have a problem with that. I'm not a small guy. I'm 6'5", 230. So I don't have an issue with somebody trying to like buck up on me. Look at self-defense YouTubers on YouTube and tell me what your thoughts. Oh, and that's cool that you say that, because there's actually that big meme that's been going around. You guys see that about that Detroit, the defense, what was it, a security guard in Detroit that was doing those self-defense classes and they were supposedly horrible? That was funny for sure. So yeah, like I've said before, if anybody has any questions about anything at all, go ahead and drop your questions in the chat or come up by a StreamYard, have a conversation with me. It could be open discussion right now as well. I appreciate you guys. I hope you're having a good Friday. I'm playing some tunes, copyright free, of course. Another thing for YouTubers, to be able to beef up your streams and to beef up your production value, what I'm using for my music is I'm using something called, let me make sure that I get it right. Let me see. It's let me get it right. Build it while you fly it. Let me see. Soundstripe. Okay, so I pay for a subscription to Soundstripe right there, and what I can do is I can put in my podcast. What do you call it? My podcast name, like, so you can play the music. You get the instrumentals or what have you, different genres. You put in your YouTube channel and your podcast, and then you could play the music copyright free on your live streams or on your channel without getting any copyright claims or anything like that. So it's really cool. I would like self-defense YouTubers on YouTube and tell me your thoughts. That's a good idea. I'm gonna put that in my Google Keep as my an idea. Yeah. I don't claim to be no dating coach or anything like that. But I could review something like that. Let me see the self-defense reaction videos. Self-defense YouTuber reaction videos. Good idea. Thanks, Snuggles. Self-defense reaction videos. I seen some good memes about that Detroit security guard. You think? Oh, so Snuggles thinks everybody's just trying to fake and say that they're 6 foot. What would you say? Megan says, what would you say is the average startup cost if someone wanted to create their own channel and put content out weekly? Honestly, the startup cost to get started on a YouTube channel is actually very cheap. All you need is this right here, your phone. You could do it on your phone through the YouTube app, which that's free. Most people have a phone. If you don't have a phone, just get a phone with a camera. And then outside of that, all you would need is some earbuds, like the earbuds that comes with the phone that has a microphone. That's a quick setup to get started, and a good light. And if you don't have a good light, at least get by a window or make sure that you have good light on your face, because the main problem with a lot of people is they have horrible lighting on their videos, and that's the reason why people don't keep watching. So a phone, earbuds with a mic, and good lighting is the key to getting started, and that doesn't cost that much at all. Maybe I don't know, $100. I mean, most people have the all of that stuff, so I don't think you need to put a huge investment in to have this high quality production thing off rip. What you need to do is just press record and get started. Okay, that's the problem. What a lot of people don't do, they don't press record and get started. And I'll go back over the 4 points I had at the top of the show. And my number one thing was, you just need to get started when it comes to YouTube. You just need to press record, get over your fear, just get started. A lot of people, your first 10 to 20 videos are not going to be that good, but that's okay. Everybody's isn't good. Second thing, you need to be consistent. You need to set up a schedule. You need to have a schedule where you say, okay, I'm going to post at least once a week. I would recommend that you do at least 2 videos a week at the bare minimum. I would prefer 3, but do at least 2 videos per week if you're going to be serious about trying to get monetized on YouTube. The third thing is you need to learn and apply. You need to learn and apply. There's a lot of places that you can go and learn here on YouTube for free. Some channels I recommend is Think Media, vidIQ, Catherine Manning, Nick Nimmin, and Roberto Blake. They all are free. You just go to their channels. They do all kinds of content for creators, by creators, for creators. Again, that's Think Media, vidIQ, Catherine Manning, Nick Nimmin, and Roberto Blake. Also, don't be afraid to get channel reviews from content creators who have already done it, like what I'm trying to offer here right now. Don't be afraid to get channel reviews, because that can be another set of eyes that can see something that you don't quite see yet. You have your creative license, and that's fine, but somebody that's already done it can kind of help you not make the same mistakes that they made. So if you can learn something and quicker and do it faster than somebody else did without stumbling, go ahead and do it. Learn. Work smarter, not harder. Okay. And then the fourth thing is, don't compare yourself to other channels. We all start at 0 subscribers. The main thing is just getting started and being consistent, like I said. So that's my 4 points for you. Okay. So, all right, let's see. All right, Matt. Shout out to Matt. It says, any pointers for making thumbnails? Any strategies that you find work well to attract viewers without seeming like clickbaiting? So that's an interesting question. Good question, Matt. Thank you. The main thing I would say for making thumbnails that's very important is you want to make sure that it pops, and you want to make sure that it leaves something to the imagination. So what I was trying to say and what I was telling people earlier was, when it comes to making a good thumbnail, what you want to do is you don't want to tell somebody everything that they're going to possibly see in the video. You want to leave some intrigue. So I'll go to my channel here and then I will show you what I'm talking about. Let's see. So I'll share the screen again. And then I can try to see if I can show you. All right. So a good thumbnail is going to leave some intrigue. And it's also going to have some contrast and it's going to pop. Okay. So if you look here, like for instance, this thumbnail here about Megan Thee Stallion and Whack 100. It pops because the background is red. If you look there, you got the two faces that are taking up most of the screen. You want to see emotion. In a thumbnail, they want to see emotion. You want to see the person's eye. We connect with that. And then you don't want to have more than 3 words in the thumbnail. I always say no more than 3 words. So in that, I said, she lied. I didn't say what she lied about. I just said she lied. You want to leave some mystery in the thumbnail if that's good. So I say keep the wording under 3 words. Make sure that you have nice block letters for the thumbnail so people can quickly see it and then make a decision to click on it, because they say a person makes the decision to click on the thumbnail within like half a second. Okay, so you got to get to it quick and you can't have too many words or somebody will not click. They won't pay attention to it. So like that's pretty much like the best advice I could give to you on quick, because to be honest, Matt, you kind of got to clickbait a little bit. You got to clickbait a little bit to get somebody to click. But as long as it's attached to the topic slightly, you should be okay. That's just kind of like YouTube best practices as far as I'm concerned. Everybody clickbaits a little. Thanks for your question. All right, guys. Any more questions? I'm going to be wrapping up the stream in about 10 minutes. Play some music. If you haven't done so already, like the video. But yeah, check out Soundstripe to get royalty-free, copyright-free music. And I pay a subscription for that. I think it's like $10 a month, but it's worth it. I'm not quite sure yet, Snuggles. I didn't do a lot of collabs originally, and I haven't done many at all. I mean, I've been on the lead attorneys panels a couple of times, but I really haven't like reached out and tried to do any collabs really, because I wanted to make sure that my first 1,000 people that subscribed to me were there because they enjoy my content and they were found through YouTube finding my content. So eventually I'll do collabs, but I didn't want that to be the basis of my channel, and I still don't want that to be the basis of my channel. I want people to rock with me for me and enjoy what I'm bringing to the table, because if you do too many collabs, you can get an audience that's coming from that other person's audience and they might give you a peep, but they really aren't rocking with you. I'd rather have less subscribers, but the people are actually here and enjoy my content and enjoy my take on things, than have 50,000 subscribers, but when I post a video, it only gets 100 views. You know, I'd rather have the smaller audience who is really like enjoying the content, if that makes any sense. Okay, fair enough. I recognize that. Be wise not to do the same thing as everybody else, because it seems everybody become echo chamber after a while. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's why I've purposely not done many collabs. I really haven't. Thank you. I appreciate it. Super chat. Appreciate it, Megan. Thank you for the super chat. All right. And let's see here. We got 10 people in here. We got anybody else has any questions about anything at all? I got monetized on YouTube in 3 months. I have advice for you if you are willing to ask the question. If anybody wants to come up and hit the StreamYard link as well, I can talk to you. It's posted in the chat. It's Friday. Hope everybody's having a good evening. There's a lot of stuff going on YouTube right now around copyright, and that's one of the main reasons. That's one of the main reasons why I'm telling people now, you want to be making your own content. You want to have your own delivery and your own authentic voice, because if your entire channel is based around reacting on something, this whole copyright thing that's going on with Fresh and Fit and all of these other creators is really scary. And if you don't know already what's going on, I might do a separate video on it, but Fresh and Fit, through their attorneys, did a bunch of content strikes on a lot of different creators. And if you don't know about YouTube, if you get 3 content strikes, your YouTube channel gets terminated. And some of these creators got like 5 in one session, 5 strikes, So a lot of creators who have 100,000 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, some with 1 million subscribers are in jeopardy of getting their channels terminated. So there's a big controversy going on around that. So it's a lot going on out here in these YouTube streets right now. So where do you deal with people in Europe when it comes to content creating? How many different versions can human beings say the same thing? Because what are the things that humans mostly talk about? Can you give me a list? Interesting. Hold on. Where do you deal with people in Europe when it comes to content creating? Snuggle says, how many different versions can human beings say the same thing? Because what are the things that humans mostly talk about in existence? Can you give me a list? People usually talk about relationships, for one, talk about relations, talk about money. And people also talk about, those are the main things that I hear a lot of people talking about. Maybe social justice issues like oppression. So I think those are like the main things that I hear people talking about the most. How do you feel about adding tags to your video for exposure? Good question, Self-Made Rich. Tags aren't as important as they used to be. A lot of creators have started talking about that. It's more important to have a good title and thumbnail. Yes, put tags in there if they're relevant. And then another thing that you could really use is you can use something called vidIQ. It's an app. And you can it's a free version of it, and it's also a paid version of it. I would say just get the free version of it. vidIQ, it helps you to like compile your tags and find the best tags for your video. Another program that's like that is called TubeBuddy. I'll put it here in the chat. TubeBuddy and vidIQ to increase it's called SEO, your search engine optimization, to increase your SEO. Your search engine, this is a lifesaver, search engine optimization. That's the key to be able to rank in search. But to rank in search, you have to have a good title, thumbnail, so people will click when it pops up in search. And you also have to establish like some type of authority in the sector. That's why you kind of need to niche down. And for you, you're great, Self-Made Rich, because you have that marketing investing niche. So you just need to stick with that. And then what you need to do is you need to find trends. So what you need to go to something called Google Trends, Self-Made Rich, and you need to type in some search topics and things that are going on around investing. And then you can see the trajectory of something that's been searched more. And then that's how you can kind of plan what you want your videos to be. So Google Trends for you, do some research on Google Trends and how it could help you moving forward, but that's going to be the best for you just off the rip from what I saw with your channel. So hopefully that helps. What is the basis of human nature that society was built off? What are the things that affect people in a third world country? Some philosophical questions. I would say just basic survival things in a third world country. You think about food, family, shelter, and then the basis of human nature the society was built off was man, I feel like I'm going back to anthropology class. um, religion, right? Talking about religion, Snuggles? Guessing that's what that is. Anybody else have any other questions? Anybody want to hit the StreamYard link? If not, I'm going to be closing the stream here soon. I appreciate everybody rocking with me, everybody that's here on the channel. I'm going to be posting some more content later. I don't know. I might hop on a live stream somewhere on YouTube, but I wanted to give back and give somebody some advice regarding this YouTube thing. And if you're out there and if you're considering this YouTube journey, what you really need to do is just get out of your head, press record. It's okay. It's not going to be great at first. It's weird. It's very awkward to talk to yourself and talk in front of this camera. I know it is. It's not easy, but it gets easier over time. And it helps me to realize that there is somebody else watching me and listening on the other side of the camera. And that helps to like calm me down and for me to not seem and feel weird just talking to myself right now, because that's what it feels like. But just know you are not alone. I'm here. If you want to get more advice, you can hit me up on Instagram. You can hit me up here on YouTube. And I really appreciate you guys for just rocking with me and enjoying the content. I'm going to keep it coming. You know, the juice has been coming fresh daily. I might have to do a video, like I said, about what's been going on with this whole fair use content creation thing. But you know me, I don't really react that much. I usually do articles and other things like that. You might see a couple babies falling around, gifts, of course, but you know how we do here on this YouTube channel. So I really appreciate you guys. Take care of yourselves. Have a very good night, and I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. Peace. We are gone.